Just look at me now. Just look at me now. She's just look at me now. Eyes up on me, take a look at me now. Just look at me now. What's the pride to go ahead? Just look at me now. Eyes up on me, take a look at me now.
Takes on the strike. Side body.
Chelsea are champions.
Hello and welcome to the final women's football show of the year. This season has already seen plenty of goals and drama, and there's more of the same coming up. Could Arsenal build on their big win over Chelsea last weekend? Well, local rivals Tottenham were next on the hit list. Manchester United went in search for their third consecutive victory. They welcomed Liverpool. And league leaders Chelsea were aiming to get back to winning ways. They travelled to Bristol City. All of that, plus the best of the three remaining fixtures from the Barclays Women's Super League. And to match the talent on the pitch, I'm joined in the studio by a couple of WSL legends in the form of Anita Asante and Gilly Flaherty. We start the show at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, though, for the 8th North London derby in the WSL, and the second meeting in just 4 days between Arsenal and Spurs since their Continental Cup fixture on Wednesday evening. This is a contest which has always delivered goals, passion and the pride of London.
So Derby Day upon us.
Atmosphere,
Battle, passion, rivalry,
passion,
competitive.
Local pride still matters. It will always matter.
This is Tottenham.
Wow! It's Leon who scored for Tottenham.
This is Arsenal.
Me. No, brilliant! So easy.
North London is red.
North London is white.
How about that? What a moment for Tottenham Hotspur. Oh, brilliant. It's Raphael. Oh, Tottenham are in front.
It's Derby Day.
The North London derby.
Could Spurs claim their first ever league victory against the Gunners in front of their own home crowd? Jonathan Pearce was on hand to find out.
Tottenham, one change to the side, beaten by Aston in the Continental League Cup on penalties in midweek. Bethany England gets only her second appearance of the season following that hip operation after the 56 minutes against Manchester United in the 4-0 home defeat last time around in the WSL. Jessica Naz, who got 2 against the Gunners on Wednesday night, reverts to the bench. Barbara Botikova, the Czech keeper, making a WSL debut. 5 changes from the United League defeat. They were so much better in midweek. Arsenal, unsurprisingly, make just the one enforced change from the 4-1 hammering of Chelsea last weekend in front of that record WSL crowd, with Kim Little out injured, not quite ready enough for this weekend, replaced by Frida Marnham, who came on for her against Chelsea. Vivian Miedemar and Stina Blackstenius are on a strong subs bench. Only McCabe and Marnham started the midweek cup tie against Spurs when Jen Beattie's decisive spot kick won that shootout. She's among the substitutes. A really good block challenge in there. They're so strong, Pullover and Valti in that area. Now here's Ford. Russo in the middle, Mead just pulling back into a good position. Ford's gone for goal. Keeper got a hand to it off the post. Bodikova's hand kept it out. It's all Arsenal. And again, they've allowed Caitlin Ford to roll in off the line. Strange save, sort of patted it onto the post. Just the nearest of touches, but it was enough. Spurs club chairman Daniel Levy and men's manager Ange Postecoglou, interested supporters. Good to see him here. He's like, can't fault the effort. But the quality's been absent today in key areas. Uber Moy, it's a quality bit of defending, and the pass away now to Caitlin Ford. Sees the run of Russo. Did well to hold it up. It's a chance for Marnham. And again pushed away by Botikova. Good move by Arsenal. Russo held it up. And the shot was planted, placed, and pushed away. Ford, high hoist, deflected away. Arsenal will have a corner right at the end of the half. Well, they're in no great hurry to take this as we enter the last minute. It'll be Beth Mead. Back to the corner of the box. Pulova. Up a little chip. Ooh, easily dealt with by Votikova, and then she nearly stepped back over her own line. Look at the space. Took the extra touch to go around the defender. Forward with those 3 braces against Tottenham. 2 goals in 3 different games, 8 in all against Spurs. Not tagged there, Volti, but carried on playing. This is clever by Marnham. Did really well, forced the save. Capable of scoring goals for fun is freed up Marnham. One back by Ford, Marnham, Pelova. Now Beth Mead. Plants the cross onto the head of Russo. Big chance Arsenal. Lioness, hero of the European Championship success. Goal of the tournament, you remember that? Against Germany. Off target there. Petzelberger. James. Thomas dropped very deep. Back by Amy Turner. Graham. And Pelova let her play out, and I don't think that will please Jonas Eideveld. They bypass the Arsenal high press. And they look here for Bisset. Naz is ahead of her. Bisset thought about the shot, plays inside, and Tottenham lead against the run of play. Thomas arriving. Arsenal had all the play, all the creativity, all the chances, and Tottenham break out to lead the game. Clear game plan from Robert Villahart. Stay in the match, defend resolutely. When you get a chance to counter, take it. Around the corner. Arsenal left with too many players in red upfield who didn't get back quickly. Lister in the centre of your picture there, couldn't get back. Thomas Arai, perfect timing. Lister had too much work as she tried to get in and stop the shot going away. Bisset with the awareness and the pullback. And Thomas slithering in, fine finish. Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0. If he can lead Tottenham to their first ever WSL success against Arsenal, he will be celebrated in this half of North London, and Jonas Eideveld looks concerned. Well played, Pelova. Out by Neville, but not too far. Russo with the hit. Keeper got everything behind that time. That's the 21st shot of the game. Tellingly, only a 7th on target. We won't have much longer. This could be the last attack. Miedemar. Mead is inside, the flag has stayed down, and Neville hooks it away. Tottenham through and through is Ashley Neville. This will mean so much to her. It's another corner kick for Arsenal. Catley's out swinger. Illistat will step away from the dead ball line. Out it comes. Tottenham are going to clear, are they? Ruben Moyes lost it to Naz. Ayan is up there with her. Naz will play it forward here to Ayan. The goalkeeper's way out of goal. Tottenham can seal it here. Ayan, brilliant recovering challenge. Sensational recovering challenge for Arsenal to deny Tottenham a second. They don't need it. They have beaten Arsenal for the first time ever in their WSL history by 1-0.
We used the Conti Cup to actually practice on what we're going to do today. So we kind of told us that game is a cup game. We still have a good chance to be promoted. So we trained what we're going to do on this day, and now we did it today, and they were already one step ahead.
It was such a big game. It was my my debut in the league, and it went so well. I'm so happy for this result, and I'm so proud of all the girls. We were so amazing.
I think that's probably the best goal my team have ever scored, according to where we are, who we're playing at the stadium. And that's exactly how we want to see Tottenham play football.
Football was very cruel today when you look at the performance, because we created a lot of goal-scoring opportunities. They created a few, but they were very effective with the ones they created, and we were not. And we played a quite strong performance, but obviously it wasn't matched by the result today.
A massive result for Tottenham, that, Gilly. They, of course, played each other midweek in the Conti Cup, 3-3 draw, but a game plan well executed for Tottenham there.
Yeah, and I think even in midweek in the Conti Cup, they went full strength, really, aside from Beth England. So it's a practice for them, and it was a great opportunity for them to set up how they wanted to play. And yeah, I mean, I was really impressed by Tottenham. For me, I felt that's the best that I've seen them play this season, and paid off with the 3 points.
Yeah, good test run. Good test run for them. Anita, look, Martha Thomas scored her 7th goal of the season there, but that was really a proper team goal, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it's a beautifully worked goal. I think nearly every player on the team touched the ball, and they showed such bravery and composure to play out of pressure, work the ball from one side of the pitch to the other. They were patient, you know, they utilised playing back through the goalkeeper deep in their own box, and then having again being able to just play out their way out of pressure here, play outside of the pitch. And Grace Clinton here steps in with that wonderful first touch, just open up the other side of the pitch, find Martha Thomas, who's able to, you know, play into Bizet, but it's her continued run late into the box that's so intelligent here, completely unmarked, and is able to just pass that besides the goalkeeper there, Zinsberger, with an easy, comfortable finish. But you know, I read people on Twitter writing this was Barca-esque, you know, the way they played, because it was a really worked open play goal from back to front with every single player on the team contributing. Yeah, and I think obviously you highlighted there Jess Naz's run, the unselfish run to really pull Lotte Wubben-Moy out from that central place. Obviously, me and Anita spoke about it. Was that the right decision for Wubben-Moy to carry on running with her? Do you just let her run offside? But for me, I was just really disappointed with the Arsenal press as well. I thought it was very half-hearted. There wasn't really any intent in the press either, which then made it open up for Tottenham to play around them. But it was a beautiful goal. Yeah, unlike Arsenal. We'll talk about them in a moment. But Gilly, who really stood out for you from that Tottenham team? Because I know a few did. Yeah, I was really impressed with Bizet. I think the way she had so much energy. Obviously, she played a vital role in the goal. But for me, Votikova, you know, she played midweek in the Continental Cup. She made some big saves in that game as well. But obviously, here is her WSL debut. She's playing at home at the main stadium full of thousands of fans. And she was tested early on. But she made some huge saves. She kept her concentration. And she just seems to be a very positive person, you know, very much. I love my team. Everyone played really, really well, and she played a big part in the goal too. Yeah, I think she enjoyed this occasion. You heard her in her post-match interview just how much it meant to her to get this historic win and be part of that. But I was impressed with her ability on the ball as well. There's lots of times where they utilised the goalkeeper to play out of pressure, and she was exceptional today. Oh, look at her. She's loving it. She's loving life. Anita, Arsenal had 31 shots on goal, but they just couldn't score. And when you compare that to how clinical they were against Chelsea last time out, what happened? What's the difference? I think what Arsenal were lacking in this match was the decision making. They were making poor choices in the final third, taking on shots when maybe the pass was on, or when the pass was, you know, the shot was on, they were making the pass, and that led to a lot of these indecision, allowed Tottenham to regroup, get numbers behind the ball, and defend those situations. But you know, Gilly and I were talking about this, and it just wasn't the same kind of ruthlessness we saw against Chelsea. No, it wasn't, and I felt as well as the game was going on, the longer it was going on without a goal, Arsenal then started to panic even more. And they were snatching at decisions, you know, and they were making the wrong decisions, but they just lacked the quality. And I think they resorted back to plan A, which is the crosses, but Tottenham were defending them really, really well. OK, well, off to Manchester next, where United hosted Liverpool. In all previous 3 games, United had won them without conceding a goal. Rachel Brown-Finnis and Mark Scott were watching this one.
Mark Skinner has stuck with the same side that started the 4-0 win at Spurs last weekend. Liverpool-born Nikita Parris scored the winner in the League Cup meeting in November, while Hayley Ladd netted in that 6-0 success in the WSL last season. Lucia Garcia, who's on the bench, scored home and away against Liverpool last term. Two changes for Liverpool from the side that began at Bristol City last weekend. Out go Herbinger and Van der Sanden to the bench, with Missy Bokens and Mel Lawley coming into the side. Matt Beard says that is a tactical switch. Grace Fisk's last goal came against Manchester United for West Ham in the WSL in March of 2022. That's a useful ball over the top. Galton chasing and getting there. Big opening. Big challenge. Rebound still alive. Back in. And guided home by Ella Toon. And Manchester United are off to a flyer. They thought they'd managed to clear the danger, but Ella Toon hit just the right note there for United to get Mark Skinner's side off to a dream start.
Great little hustle. And Galton, was she offside? Did she just edge ahead of Jenna Clark? It was a brilliant recovery and run from Clark to get something on it to deflect it onto the post. You back Galton to score from this angle on a left foot, but it's a wonderful tackle from Clark. But then Liverpool just cannot get rid of it. Can't get a block on it. There's very little that Tegan Micah can do. And Ella Toon just keeps getting better.
Well, the thing about Ella Toon is she was on that worst run of her career in front of goal, but has now scored 3 goals in recent times. Oh, that's risky. And it's just been put wide by Mallard. Well, it was a gift, and she cannot believe that she hasn't accepted it.
Anticipates well. Goalkeeper does well not to bring down Mallard. I fully expected her to put that in.
Revere's ball in's a beauty. Well defended, though. And Hines takes no chances to pop it behind after Bonner's initial interception. Zellam's corner. Oh, off the bar. Turner just a couple of inches too high with the thumping header. Zellam cut out by Hines.
Millie Turner does so well. We've seen her do this so many times. It's just a matter of inches.
Nice turn and pass by Roman Haug. Holland. Slightly the wrong side of Melissa Lawley, but she will keep it in. And gets the cross in as well. Koivisto! Liverpool level. Emma Koivisto with a terrific header after a beautiful ball in. And having seen Manchester United pass up a number of chances to extend their lead, Liverpool have hit back.
Liverpool look dangerous on the counter, and it's such a well-flighted ball, near post, textbook run. We thought it was a handball from Koivisto, but actually Millie Turner gets the final touch for it to be an own goal.
Lovely stuff by Lawley. And it's another really inviting ball in. Oh, Earps with a fantastic save to prevent Liverpool taking the lead.
Oh, she enjoyed that one. What a save. Her reactions to that from Mary Earps, the way she turns her body, takes off, goes with that top hand, deflects it over the bar.
Nagano for Van der Sanden. Van der Sanden. Turner got the final touch despite her protests.
That's exactly why she's on the pitch. You see there, clearly a corner.
It's another tricky delivery and in! And Liverpool lead! They've come from behind! And it's the skipper, Taylor Hines! And are Manchester United going to suffer a rare home loss at the hands of their big rivals? Manchester United 1, Liverpool 2.
The pride and the defence of Manchester United will be dented after that, conceding a set piece.
Blundell. Nelson can get there. It's Galton. Good ball. Oh, and then there's a collision in there.
Wow, that looked nasty. Gemma Bonner went down, stayed down. This does not look good.
Obvious concern from everyone inside the stadium. Well, they might be on course to win the game today, but that's the best result for Liverpool today, full stop, that Gemma Bonner is on her feet and will be able to head off. Nelson, Zellum, and the Sandon couldn't get the challenge. It's Garcia, Zellum! Fine save by Tegan Micah.
That's a brilliant save through a wall of bodies. You see that so late as a goalkeeper. It switches, Tegan Micah keeps watching.
Liverpool have come to Manchester United and won. Talk about revenge for the 6-0 thumping they were on the receiving end of last season. Manchester United 1, Liverpool 2.
We were the better team over the course of the 105 minutes or whatever we played today. But no, listen, really pleased, great response, and great for us to celebrate in front of our fans there and go off at Christmas with 3 points.
We lost on the fundamentals of football. If you don't want to head the ball, I think Roman Hogg won every header. Well, if you can, that's more possession in our final third. In the box, we've got numbers to deal with it, and they let them get to the ball. It's not good enough from us.
The most important thing is if we can't win a game, we don't lose it. And I feel today we deserve the 3 points. And we just got to continue with that growth and that belief. We'll take a lot of confidence from the first half of the season. I do feel we could be in a better position points-wise, but that's part and parcel of the game.
Well, quite damning reaction there from United head coach Mark Skinner. Beaten by the fundamentals of football, not attacking enough, questioning their mentality. Do you agree with that, Anita?
Yeah, I think it sounds like a ruthless observation from Mark Skinner, but it was an opportunity missed for them today, especially with teams that, you know, the likes of Chelsea dropping points this weekend, and they didn't really have that extra cutting edge that they needed today to get the result.
Gilly, United took the lead after just 3 minutes thanks to Ella Toone. It could have been quite a worrying afternoon for Liverpool.
Yeah, and I do think, obviously, I've been in that position where you concede so early on, and they probably would have had faults of the previous year, this loss of 6-0, but obviously it's a great recovery from Jenna Clark. She tries to get something on it, which I think she does, but here it's just scrappy defending from Liverpool. They just can't seem to clear it, and obviously then Ella Toone comes in there to the box and puts the ball away.
Anita, how impressed were you with Liverpool, though, to be able to have that mentality, to be 1-0 down after 3 minutes because of this goal, but then to be able to turn it around?
Well, I think Liverpool showed a lot of character, and I think this side has belief. You know, they got their opening win against Arsenal this season. They know they can get results against big sides, and they demonstrated that by sticking to the game plan and were really effective in the counter-attack.
And Gilly, of course, they got that equaliser. What do you make of this goal?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is good play for Liverpool to get it wide. I think, in my opinion, Leah Galton needs to get a lot closer to Mel Lawley and not allow her to put the cross in. But what Emma Kavissa does, she just does enough to put Millie Turner off. I mean, there was questions whether it was a handball. From that angle, it looked like that, but we see it from another angle where you can clearly see that it's Millie Turner's head. But Emma Kavissa does really well because she actually gets her run from playing in wing-back position and she carries on. It's a great ball in from Mel Lawley, but that bravery from Man United just wasn't there to make sure that they put their heads on the end of that ball.
And then, Anita, of course, Liverpool got that winner through Taylor Hines. Was this bad United defending?
Yeah, I think firstly it's a wonderful delivery, in-swinging delivery from Herbinger, but Taylor Hines is completely isolated. Not a single Man United defender has any contact on her, and she is easily able to make contact with the ball and direct it towards goal. And I think Mary Earp's there. Can she communicate with the defenders? Does she need the player to come and mark Taylor Hines there, or is she going to command that space?
And that was, of course, a set piece, which United have obviously been struggling with. But you were also really impressed, weren't you, with Liverpool's defending, and in particular how they defended crosses, Gilly?
Yeah, I know from my time at Liverpool, defending crosses was one of the main things that we focused on, because the staff at Liverpool, they do a lot of the research, and a lot of the goals scored in the WSL are from crosses. So They're organised, they're diligent. You know, most of the time when crosses come in, they have 5 in the box, but you're either picking up players or you're in the right space, and I think that's what Liverpool do really well. They deal with the first balls, and a lot of the time they're actually in a good position to win the second balls too, but they just get back, they track back, they don't stop, and they really work hard for each other as a team.
It was really good to see Gemma Bonner, of course, get up and walk off after that worrying head injury.
Well, you see here, this is just, you know, brilliant defending from her. She's in the right position, makes contact, and it's just a really unfortunate collision there with Williams there. But it's good to know that she's, you know, was up and talking after the incident.
Just really, really quickly, Gilly. Of course, last time Liverpool went to United, they lost 6-0. What has changed?
I think they've got belief. You know, I think, in my opinion, they've got a better squad to get a result, but they've got the belief, and I think that's what Beattie does really well, is he gives the side belief that they can go and match the top teams and go and get points off them.
Nice answer. Now to Ashton Gate, as Chelsea look to end the year on a high following their demise at Arsenal last weekend and their goalless draw in the Champions League in midweek. They were welcomed by Bristol City. Dan Roebuck, watch this one.
Ingle for Chelsea as Bristol City midfielders start to retreat. Issues again, and now James to turn and move through the gears. It's still Lauren James. Oh, stunner! Wonderful here from Lauren James. It's her 7th of the season in the Women's Super League, and it's another terrific hit. She just glides away from Bristol City defenders, and that is thumped into the net. Lawrence, it's a little short towards Charles, and Powell will get in here, brought down. It will be a yellow card, I suspect, here for Niamh Charles. Goes into the book mid-half. Just got in front of the Chelsea player. Ingle. Charles to turn. And again. This is Brighton. Connolly will flick away. Cuthbert on the volley! Wonderful goal! Terrific technique. Connolly's attempt to clear falls for Cuthbert. Real composure, watches it all the way. That is wonderful. And James loses out. Napier. Jones. Testrup is on the move, and 2 to her right. One of them is Morgan, who controls. Hannah Hampton, wonderful save on her debut, keeps Bristol City at bay. Ingle, Kirby, and now Kerr. Lauren James, once again in space, and once again prepared to go for goal. Oh my word! Kirby with a follow-up. Bristol City escape. What a goal that would have been. Bend and dip and pace and power. Just unable to see it squeeze in. Kirby's follow-up was easily saved. Ingle. Kirby. Brighton. Can she stand one up here? It's Sam Kerr! 3-0. Sam Kerr does it once again. And would you believe that's her 21st headed goal in the Women's Super League. Equals the current record held by Beth England. This is a really good header. It back as Bristol City look for a late consolation here. Woolley will turn it on. Here is Ward, who's caught by Niamh Charles. Play continues for now, and this is signed to curl in. It's towards Hales, cleared away by Chelsea. There could be an issue here for Niamh Charles, and I think this is going to be a second booking, and therefore a red for Niamh Charles. Well, it's a late blot on the copybook for Chelsea, but they have surely got this game won. Will surely go 3 points clear at the top of the Women's Super League ahead of the winter break.
Clinical in our finishing. I thought we moved the ball really, really well. I think from the deepest spaces we solved the press. CEO had to come in last minute, play centre back. I thought she was superb. Hannah making her debut. Micah making their debuts. Very proud of the team. Thought it was a really good performance.
We've seen progression in terms of our shape development, our ability to get out. So it's a big second half of the season coming for us, I hope.
Anita, it's going to be, well, I mean, it's going to be a tough season, next half of the season for Bristol City, of course, but it's been a tough week for Chelsea. Of course, they haven't been clinical in front of goal in their last 2 games, but Emma Hayes has got to be happy with that performance, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think on paper they would have been expected to win this fixture, but to get the goals in the way, in the fashion that they got them today was really important for the team confidence. But what it's done, it's also allowed Emma to rest some players going into their Champions League fixture.
Gilly, we've got to talk about Lauren James' absolute rocket first, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise. I feel like I say this every week when I talk about Lauren James and the goal she scores. She's so dangerous. She picks the ball up in the space in between the midfield and the defence. But for me, also I like to question Bristol's defending there, because I feel like they should step out when you know that's what Lauren James can do.
Yeah, I think, you know, she's just frightening. And again, the build-up play from Chelsea was exceptional throughout. It's a wonderful delivery from Guru Wrighton. And second phase, Bristol unable to clear the lines, but it's a beautiful volley from Erin Cuthbert, who's able to just watch the ball drop down and connect with it perfectly.
Yeah, she had a little bit more space there, didn't she? A little bit more time to think, didn't she? And this was the final goal. More of a duo effort.
Yeah, and we've seen obviously with Guru Wrighton coming back from injury. She's been a big miss for him at the start of the season, but here the link up, they just know each other. They know Guru Wrighton knows if she puts that ball into the box, she knows that Sam Kerr's going to get on the end of it. And obviously the 21st headed goal as well is unbelievable figures. But yeah, it's a great link-up plan. It's good to see Guru back too.
And Anita, just a word on Bristol City. Like the manager said, they've got a massive second half of the season coming up. What would you like to see from them? Because they're such a young, inexperienced team as well, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they've learned so much, you know, throughout the season. They've become so much more compact and solid defensively. And now it's just about that belief going forward to create more chances on goal.
All right, well, time to round up the 3 remaining matches, starting with the side at the bottom of the table as West Ham travel to the King Power to take on Leicester City. Emma Jones can talk you through the best of the action.
West Ham may have lost their previous 5 Barclays WSL matches, but they had the better of the early exchanges against Leicester. Jessiu one-on-one with Janina Leitzig, but her shot went wide of the post. The Hammers continued on the front foot after the break. Amy Palmer with a goal line block from Rico Wecki before Vivian Assaye thundered the rebound over. Against the run of play, Rianne Skinner's side were punished for not taking their chances. Aileen Whelan with the cross for Lena Peterman to sweep home her 4th Barclays WSL goal of the campaign. The afternoon went from bad to worse for the visitors when Hawa Sissoko was sent off in added time after picking up 2 quick yellow cards. But on 98 minutes, West Ham finally found the back of the net. Anoka Hayashi bundled in at the back post to ensure the points were shared on an eventful afternoon at the King Power.
I think there's a lot of things in terms of character in the performance that were really positive today, but yeah, really disappointing to not come away with 3 points given how dominant we've been in the entire performance.
Everton had lost all 14 of their Barclays WSL matches against Manchester City, but had a golden opportunity to take the lead inside 5 minutes on Sunday. Martina Piemonte with the header straight at Chiara Keating. Moments later, Sarah Holmgaard brought down Lauren Hemp in the area. Bunny Shaw stepped up, but Courtney Brosnan made a fine stop to deny her. 55 seconds later, and Shaw made amends with a fantastic finish over the stranded Brosnan from Layla Wahhabi's penetrating through ball. Gareth Taylor's side began to assert themselves and doubled their advantage midway through the half. Shaw with her 2nd of the game and 8th of the Barclays WSL season. It got worse for Everton when Chloe Kelly's cutback found Jill Rord for the visitors' 3rd goal in 16 minutes. Brian Sorensen's side came out much improved after the break and reduced the deficit through a moment of brilliance from Aurora Ghali. But any hopes of an Everton comeback were dashed on 65 minutes when Shaw rose highest to complete her hat-trick and cap off an impressive afternoon for Manchester City.
Good result. I thought it was a really good performance as well. Started the game right. You know, we got a penalty which we didn't take, didn't make the most of, but fair play to Bunny. She showed character and we scored a great goal in that moment. You know, the quality of the pass from Layla and obviously the ability from Bunny to be able to put it over the goalkeeper under pressure. So yeah, that set us off, and yeah, I liked a lot of the things that I saw today. I thought we were excellent.
Brighton were unbeaten on the road against Aston Villa in the Barclays WSL, but it was the hosts who enjoyed the better first half. Adriana Leon thought she'd opened the scoring when Rachel Daly's shot was saved by Sophie Bagley, but the goal was ruled out for offside. Despite Villa's pressure, Brighton almost took the lead when Elizabeth Turland's shot rattled the crossbar. The hosts maintained their intensity after the restart and finally broke the deadlock in the 63rd minute through a superb solo run and finish from Leon. The game ended on a sour note for Villa when Maz Pacheco was sent off for a second bookable offence. But Carla Ward's side held on for a valuable 3 points.
I said to him at half-time, I thought that was the best 45 minutes we've played all season, and to be honest, I think this is the best 90 we've played all season. Started on the front foot, constantly looking to play forward. I think structurally we look good, so I'm delighted. The only thing we probably would like a little bit more of is a few more goals, because I think that we were that dominant. I think if it ended up sort of 4 or 5, I think no one would have argued.
Well, Anita, how important was it for Aston Villa to get back to winning ways?
Extremely important, especially off the back of 2 losses. It gives them a nice little buffer from the bottom 2 teams in the table, and it's a lovely conclusion to this part of the season for them.
Yeah, nice little Christmas present. Gilly, Manchester City, obviously winning, big win for them, and Bunny Shaw with a hat-trick. How impressed have you been with her?
Yeah, really impressed. And I think for last season as well, she scored a lot, but she actually missed a lot of chances too. And it's obviously great, the variety. I mean, to be able to have the confidence there and the composure to be able to dink it over the Everton goalkeeper. But again, I think it's just the variety and the confidence that she's got, striking from distance. You know, she's got that, and obviously here, a fantastic header too, but she's obviously a huge player for Man City.
Anita, and Man City a force to be reckoned with, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think they're the sort of team that are going quietly about their business, aren't they, Gillian? As you said, I think Bunny Shaw is coming to good form as well, and is that all-round forward that they know they can get lots of goals from.
And Gilly, West Ham got that late equaliser. What does their boss, Rhian Skinner, need to do in the winter break to sort of get their form back up and running?
I think they need to have a decent transfer window, if I'm being completely honest, because I think their squad's not big enough, and I think if they get a few injuries to some of their key players, they'll be really thin. But they need to start picking up the points and they need to start getting wins.
Who would you sign?
Me.
Yeah. If you were there, yeah.
And me and Nate are available.
Great duo, great duo. Let's take a look at the Barclays Women's Super League table then. Chelsea are top at Christmas, 3 points in front of Manchester City and Arsenal. Man United and Liverpool are now equal on points, chasing those 3 Champions League places. Aston Villa leapfrog Brighton following their victory. West Ham's point takes them off the foot of the table, meaning Bristol City finish the year in the relegation place. The Barclays Women's Championship returned to action today following a 4-week break. 5th place Birmingham City cruised past joint top Sunderland, a 3-0 victory. Lily Agg opened the scoring in the first half. The away side kept the pressure on, though Brianna Westrup failed to clear a teasing cross, putting the ball in the back of her own net. And former England international Jade Moore scored the 3rd goal of the match to confirm all 3 points for the Blues. Elsewhere in the Championship, Durham secured 3 points over Southampton thanks to an Amy Andrews 95th minute winner. And there wasn't much to separate the rest of the matches. Injury time equalisers for Charlton and London City Lionesses ensured the points were shared. Blackburn and Lewis's fixture was postponed due to Lewis competing in the FA Cup 3rd round this afternoon. Birmingham City finished the year top of the table ahead of Charlton on goal difference. Just 2 points separate first and fifth. It's going to be an exciting race for promotion in 2024, that's for sure. Watford, bottom of the table, just 1 point below Lewis. Reminder that 2 sides will be relegated from the Championship this season. And here's confirmation of the FA Cup Round 3 results from this weekend. As mentioned, Championship side Lewis lost 3-0 away to Premier Division side Ipswich Town. Luton Town and Wolves will progress to the next round alongside Ipswich Town. WSL sides enter the competition in the 4th round, which takes place in January. And coming up on the BBC, head to iPlayer to catch all of the latest episodes of the Match of the Day Top 10 with Gary Lineker, Micah Richards and Alan Shearer. And Sports Personality of the Year is on BBC One this Tuesday from 7 p.m. Here's a reminder of the nominees.
Let's get this party started!
For 70 years, BBC Television has brought you endless legendary winners.
The winner. They just give me the best Christmas present I could ask for.
Showtime. Voted by you, the fans.
You decide.
The choice has always been yours.
It's all up to you.
Who's your hero?
People of Britain.
The BBC
Sports Personality
of the Year. Legends.
And it's coming live.
Tuesday at 7. Live on BBC One and iPlayer.
Always a good occasion. Mary Earps, is she going to take the crown?
I think she deserves it. I think she's been exceptional. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think she does a lot off the pitch as well for the women's game. She had a great year.
She did indeed. Well, thank you both so much. That is it for the Barclays Women's Super League in 2023. Liverpool and Tottenham finish in historic style, while Chelsea sit at the top of the tree. Thank you so much for watching. Have a brilliant Christmas. Goodbye for now.